Cynthia McFadden.
But when we first heard about a restaurant out west called the Heart Attack Grill and learned that they serve food with such memorable names as the Quadruple Bypass Burger and bragged about the oh-so-bad-for-you ingredients, we wondered if it was all just a win. But service at the diner was interrupted by an emergency that was no joke at all. Here's ABC's Ryan Owens.
This week, the Heart Attack Grill apparently lived up to its name. The restaurant where customers wear hospital gowns and waitresses dress as nurses was the scene of a real medical emergency.
I felt horrible for him, and I didn't know what to do. I'm not really a nurse.
A man eating the trademark triple bypass burger suddenly looked like he needed one. When paramedics wheeled him out of the Las Vegas establishment, an onlooker shot this cell phone video. And why not? It seemed to be a cruel practical joke or a publicity stunt. But the grill's owner, who yes dresses as a doctor, says it was the real deal.
All right.
This wasn't a playful thing. If you've ever actually really witnessed a coronary issue, you'll vomit afterwards.
The victim is in his 40s and is expected to make a full recovery. The same can't be said for this man.
I'm up another few inches. Who needs these old pants?
Blair River was the so-called spokesmodel of the Heart Attack Grill's original location near Phoenix, Arizona.
I'm at 570 pounds, 6'8", yeah.
We met Blair in January of last year. Back then, he told us one of the perks of the job is eating free. Anyone over 350 pounds doesn't pay a cent.
I don't eat here every day, so why not have fun with it and go with it as long as I can.
Sadly, 2 months after we met him, Blair died of pneumonia at the age of 29.
When your spokesperson drops dead at the age of 29, and he's morbidly obese by anybody's estimation, don't you have a problem?
Absolutely. Who wouldn't? Every single person cared about Blair. Had he have been thinner, he most probably would have survived that pneumonia.
There's an argument to be made that you used this guy during his life, and that now you are very morbidly using his death to continue to promote your restaurant.
I absolutely agree. And in a very sick way, his death has gotten the message out further.
For a man who is making an awful lot of money serving up artery-clogging burgers, Basso has a most unusual justification that America needs shock therapy to cure its obesity epidemic. He says he tried other messages. He once owned a chain of Jenny Craig weight loss centers and several personal training studios.
I hope that every single person out there comes in and buys a hamburger and a t-shirt from me. But you know what? I am saying loudly and as clearly as any business in America can, this is dangerous.
Do you have a conscience at all?
My conscience is simply this. What would Blair, hovering above me, want me to do right now? And Blair would say this: put back on the stethoscope. Let's keep being the doctor that everyone loves to hate, because that really gets the message out.
To keep delivering that message, a week after Blair's untimely death, the Heart Attack Grill has another spokesmodel.
Here you go.
Ernie Hart. Yes, that's his real last name. And yes, he is chowing down on a quadruple bypass.
Even though my cardiologist and my wife tell me not to come, and after surviving a coma and multiple heart surgeries, I still come. I enjoy the burgers.
Ernie was actually the spokesperson before Blair, but had to take a few months off after open heart surgery.
That's worth dying for.
Aren't you glorifying obesity, which obviously kills?
Absolutely. I think it would be immoral to stop at this point.
Explain that to me.
We're past the point of no return at the Heart Attack Grill. We have blood on our hands at this point.
The good doctor meant it as a morbid joke.
Nothing like a great candy cigarette right before lunch, huh?
But this week, it almost came true. Again. I'm Ryan Owens for Nightline in Dallas.
Today, the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine said they sent a letter to the grill asking them to close for health reasons. Thanks to Ryan Owens. And just ahead,